Good day to y'all. It's me, Toby Fox. I'll be your news anchor for a new series on my channel called Broadway News. This is going to be your one-stop shop for Broadway news and other relevant theater news. Other places that we're going to look is West End and community theaters whenever the relevant news comes up. Let's get started with the tally of winners for this year's Tony nominations. In last place, we have a five-way tie for Oedipus, Liberation, Giant, Fallen Angels, and Becky Shaw, all with one winner. With 3 wins under their belt, Cats the Jellicle Ball won 3 nominations. Schmigadoon won 4, along with Ragtime and the Lost Boys, and the musical / play that won the most nominations this year was Death of a Salesman. However, the best musical winner was Schmigadoon. The best performance by an actor was Joshua Henry in Ragtime, and the best actress was also from Ragtime, Cassie Levy. There are also 2 different movies coming out of 2 different musicals.
Oh no.
The first one we have is 6, which follows the 6 dead or unwedded wives of King Henry VIII. And the other movie musical that we're going to be getting is Hadestown. Another relevant thing that's happening right now is the Sinatra biomusical, which is going to follow the life of Frank Sinatra. Thank goodness for editing. The person that will be playing Frank Sinatra in this musical is Joel Harper Jackson, with Ava Gardner and Phoebe Paneratos as Nancy Sinatra. It's going to be majorly performed in West End. Another important thing that's coming up related to a musical artist, South Korean pop star Ivy will make her Broadway debut in Chicago. The current lineup of Chicago will include Ivy, as she will step into the role of Roxy Hart August 17th for a limited engagement through September 6th. If you do not know what stunt casting is, this is what it is. The definition of stunt casting is basically taking a very popular person and introducing their audience into the musical world. This happened with Renee Rapp performing for the Mean Girls the musical, which coincidentally led her to performing as the same character she played on stage, Regina George. Another big thing in the musical world is Jamie Muscato and Joy Woods are performing in the cabaret at the Kit Kat Club in London. This is very exciting news for me, as Cabaret is one of my favorite musicals, which is no joke, not a lie. It genuinely is. Jamie Muscato is MC and Joy Woods is Sally Bowles, with Baker Mukasa as Clifford Bradshaw, Rufy Henshaw as Fräulein Schneider, Robert Hands as Herr Schultz, Lucas Koch as Ernest Ludwig, and Jessica Curtin as Fräulein Kost and Fritzy. Joe Atkinson, Xavier Campbell Brown, Olivia Rose Deer, Anya Fernand, Danny Fragati, Adrian Grove, Ella Linstra, Caro Nicolai, Andy Rees, Alexandria Regan, Manu Sorswat, Tom Scannion, Eva Rose Tanica, Marina Tavoleri, and Lucy Yun are the other performers in this musical. Jamie Muscato's final performance this year will be Saturday, September 19th, and Joy Wood's final performance will be a couple days earlier, which will be Saturday, which will coincidentally also be Saturday. However, it will be September 5th. And from the 7th to the 19th, the role of Sally Bowles will be played by Marina Talvarelli. So if you are in London, please be sure to check out Cabaret, as it is a very, very good show to demonstrate the current world events that are happening at the very current moment. In unfortunate news, though, the 79th Tony Awards viewership dipped slightly from 2025, drawing 5.06 million viewers, which is honestly kind of sad. But it was less than a 1% decrease. Oh, sorry. The CBS ratings were less than a 1% decrease from 2025's show. The 2025 Tony Awards saw a total of 5.10 million viewers. So in YouTuber terms, that honestly means that the viewership numbers were pretty similar to what they usually get. It's still a major loss for CBS because that is a couple 100,000 people who didn't watch the show. So, which is sad because we should be watching musical theater more often in this current day and age. Hello? It's the last form of free speech. Come on now. Universally, last form of free speech that nobody really hates. Unless you're Timothée Chalamet, ha! There will also be a heated rivalry parody musical. So, the gays from this year are going to be very happy about this. In LGBTQ news and theater, a landmark Tony's win for the trans costume designer Queen Jean. For she won. Let me be sure. Okay, she. I almost just canceled myself. Queen, spelled with a W, not a U. Queen Jean, won the Costume Designer Award for Cat's Angelical Ball. She is the first openly trans person to win a Tony Award, according to a publicist for the show. So, we got a first, people. We got a first. Did not expect this to happen in the big year 2026, but it happened. She also joins a small group of Black, trans, and gender non-conforming artists honored by the awards, including L. Morgan Lee, who was nominated for the Best Featured Actress for A Strange Loop in 2022, and in 2023, the Black non-binary performance Jay Harrison Lee and Alex Newell won Best Actor in a Musical and Best Featured Actor in a Musical, respectively. This was a very big win, in my opinion, because, in a world where right now trans rights are being kind of revoked a little bit, or like being kind of squashed, it's very big for this to happen. We got time for one more thing. This was the most recent news readily available. Here we go. Broadway marks Juneteenth by celebrating the culture that shapes American theater. From Times Square performances to community gatherings and local Black-owned businesses, arts organizations across New York are honoring Juneteenth through celebration, education, and reflection. Basically, as a summary, a lot of African American culture performances are happening on June 19th when Broadway celebrates Juneteenth, returns to Times Square. At the Lincoln Center's Summer for the City Festival, audiences can experience Carl Hancock Rux's O Sankatha, a work that explores memory, identity, and cultural inheritance through music and storytelling. The Irish Arts Centre is presenting North Star, a production running through June 21st that examines the life and legacy of Frederick Douglass through a contemporary theatrical lens. Also for Black Theatre United, Juneteenth also provides an opportunity to spotlight Black-owned businesses whose work reflects their mission and values. This year, organization is highlighting businesses including A New Day, A New Dawn in New York City, a jewelry and accessories brand inspired by Gola Geechee heritage. I am so sorry if I mispronounced that. Lovers Rock Sea Moss, a wellness company rooted in Caribbean traditions. Kenti Cones Ice Cream, which incorporates African-inspired flavors into handcrafted frozen treats. And Lily May handmade aromatherapy products, a wellness brand focused on self-care and natural ingredients. This is also an opportunity to honor the people who have shaped the industry. For students interested in the arts, Juneteenth celebrations offer something beyond entertainment. They provide context and a space for representation. Young people entering theaters today inherit a creative ecosystem shaped by the countless artists and advocates who expanded opportunities, challenged exclusion. There we go. And created space for future generations. That is one reason celebrations like this matter. They connect contemporary audiences to a larger story, one that stretches far beyond a single performance, organization, or season. As Broadway celebrates Juneteenth, returns to Times Square, and organizations throughout New York gather to mark the holiday, the focus remains where it belongs, on the people, cultures, and contributions being honored. Now, that is all the news this week that is somewhat striking. So, if you want to see all of these in more context, I'll link them in the description, wherever it is. If you're on your laptop or computer, the description is below. Or if you're on the phone, the description is on the right-hand side of the screen. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you for our next news outlet.